Hello, my thrifty friends. Today is Try It Tuesday, so I cannot wait to show you these simple and easy Christmas DIYs. My first one was inspired by Pretty in the Pines, and she did these beautiful bottle brush trees and these crockeries. However, I did not have those, so I decided to make my own. So I took these, you guys, I have had these little soup bowls. They had like an old carriage scene in like pink and blue on them. I spray painted them with like a cashew color and I did the worst spray painting job ever. There were drips all over it, as you can tell, but that worked out to my advantage because I want them to look like crockery. So I am taking the color Crockery by JRV Cottage Colors. Now, these paints are amazing because they are two in one. They are paint and sealer in one. So we do not have to clear this or wax it with anything after it dries. So I'm going to give both of these vessels 2 coats of the crockery paint. Once that is dried, I am pulling out the crockery stamps. When's the last time y'all seen me use these? These were actually the first set of stamps Vonda ever sent me from IOD. So it was really cool getting them out and playing around with them again. So I decided I was going to use one crockery stamp and one number stamp. So I put it on my little placement card there, and I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to put it on and how we're going to make this work on the curved surface. So I am going to place that on there, hold it in the middle, and then I'm going to push it down on the right side and then the left. Now it didn't turn out perfect, but that's okay because aged crockery isn't perfect. So I'm going to set that aside. Then I'm going to take the typesetting stamp. This stamp, you guys, has uppercase, lowercase, and numbers in it. So it's a great stamp set to have in your stash. So I'm going to put that 3 on, put our IOD permanent ink in black. I pressed a little too hard on this stamp, so like the ink kind of like gushed out a little bit, but that's all right. That's okay. It still worked. Now I'm going to take my green floral foam. I prefer this foam rather than the harder foam. It's just harder to stick things on. We're not even sticking anything in it. Anyways, I cut the corners off. I am hot gluing this time. If you guys saw my last bottle brush video, I did not glue anything inside my vessels, but that is because they were vintage and I did not want to ruin them. These, however, were not worth any money. So I felt totally fine hot gluing the foam in there. Now I'm going to take Spanish moss that my sweet friend Lisa sent me because I still cannot find it in my stores. I'm going to wrap that around. You could also use loose snow, just loose snow is not my jam. I'm going to keep the bases on these trees, put some hot glue, and I'm going to hot glue them to the floral foam. I'm going to do that with both of these, and this is how they turned out. These little faux crocs are so cute. That JRV crockery color is mwah, chef's kiss. And you can find things like these at the thrift store so easily. You might even have some in your cabinets that you have not used in years. So pull them out and have fun with this DIY. Our next one is inspired by Darnell. I found this in the IOD Facebook group. I will leave that link in the description box for you. I had this little teapot. This is more modern. I used it for a dupe video, and what was great was it was already spray painted white for me. So I am going to take Marquee and I am going to paint the top knob, the spout, and the handle. I am currently out of Marquee, y'all, but just give me about 6 days max. They usually ship pretty fast. And I will be back in stock of Marquee and liquid patina. I do have the 16 ounce, but I don't have 8. So like I said, we're going to do the top knob. I'm going to do the spout. Now, obviously the picture, the inspiration picture, they used a vintage teapot or antique silver teapot. This is a lot more modern, but I have to say it still came out super cute. So I'm going to do the handle as well. I don't do the metal part on the handle, just the wood. I'm going to take my candy cane transfer, the exact same one in the inspiration photo. Now, I know a lot of people couldn't get their hands on this transfer booklet, so you guys Google, search Google, print out an image on to some tissue paper and decoupage that paper right on there and it'll look fabulous. So on a curved surface, you just got to hold that puppy down and go slow. You might have some little cracks in your transfer, but it is hardly noticeable. But they are fairly easy to do on curved surfaces because they still have some tack to them. I'm going to burnish that down. Then I'm going to grab a little drop of some clear wax and buff that in to my transfer. I will wipe the excess off, and then to finish this off, I'm going to get Big Top and I'm going to clear all of that marquee. And here is how she turned out. For being a more modern teapot, I honestly think that this looks super cute. And not everybody, likes the vintage vibe. However, that vintage one, the details are so beautiful. But I do like how mine turned out. What do you guys think about this more modern take on the teapot? The colors are on fire. And just a reminder, today is Try It Tuesday. So check out the playlist down below to see if any other creators joined me in recreating other people's DIYs. This is Angel Nicole. All of the links of the people that I share with you today are going to be in my description box. She created these little trees with 1x2s. I wanted to do my own version with some barnwood fencing. So what I'm going to do with these is I'm just going to draw a straight line in the middle. I'm going to take my ruler and I am going to just connect the two corners diagonally, draw my line. Now you guys can use a little, is it a table miter saw? Y'all, I don't know what I'm talking about. But you can use like a hand saw to cut this, especially for my barnwood. It was very easy. And then Angel Nicole said that she used it too. So, or you can use a saw, which we ended up doing because my dad cut them for me. And then he cut this like little one-off single Christmas tree, which still was cute. So you can see all of the different pieces that we got here. All of these were so cute and very easy to do. So I am going to start out by gluing these all together. So we are going to use our little combo of tight bond wood glue and our super glue, hot glue. And we are going to do that for all of our trees to start off. I'll just set them to the side for a little bit to let them set up. And then after that, we are going to decorate them. So for our first one, I am going to do a dry brushing of white swan on the sides and on the front. And once that dries, I am going to take, And then for a second one, we're going to paint that in all white. You'll see why later. Now, back to the dry brushing one. I don't know if this is Big Top or Liquid Patina. Either way, you could use either or. And then I'm going to take my fine clear glitter and dust that over. Voila! All right. Sorry, this is everywhere. We're doing like all three at once. Now I'm taking from the lock and key mold this beautiful key. I used resin and my green Alumilite dye on this. I'm going to take some, I think it was aged brass or bronze wax, and I decided to coat the entire thing with it because I wanted it to look old and go with the wood. So after I was done with that, I'm going to glue that smack dab to the middle with our little glue combo. And this is like what's fun about these trees is you can really make them however you want. And of course, I could not live without dusting some of that brighter gold wax on top of there. Now for our last one, the bright white one, we are going to use the galvanized metal decoupage paper. I do have this in stock, and I am going to use some liquid patina. This is my absolute favorite decoupage medium. I have never, ever had a bubble using this. I rarely have wrinkles, and it just has such a nice thin consistency, and it's easy to work with. So what I am doing here is I'm going to take that liquid patina. I'm going to place it on the surface of my tree, and then I'm going to spritz my decoupage paper with some water. The wood on this barnwood fencing had a lot of like grooves in it. So I was wetting the decoupage paper because I wanted it to be a little bit more flexible, so that I could push it down into those grooves with my paintbrush, and it worked fabulously. So I'm going to let this dry up, and then I'm going to I cut off the excess of that decoupage paper and then sanded the rest off in a downward motion. I'm going to finish that off by clearing it with some liquid patina, and that is all. So this was my version of Angel's 1x2 trees. I made them very rustic, and like I said, they are all so different from each other. It was a great way of utilizing some scrap wood. You could do this with all sizes of wood. So I hope it inspired you to go rummage through your wood collection. All of the links again are going to be in the playlist. I hope you guys enjoyed this simple and easy Christmas DIY video. Make sure to check out the creators in the description box. Hey, my friends, I wanted to hop on because I know that I've been absent for, I just bit my lip, a while. So I just wanted to apologize. Montgomery was sick for quite a while. It started with a pink eye and an ear infection. We thought it was RSV, but she tested negative. So she just had to ride out this like really, really atrocious cold. My dad was here visiting for like 2 weeks, and then I started feeling a little under the weather, and I've been battling some severe nausea with this pregnancy. So any tips, comment them down below, because I have tried ginger dressing, ginger candy, Zofran, ginger ale. I've tried sucking on like lemon candies. I have, what else have I, sports drinks with 0 sugar in them for the electrolytes, and it doesn't seem like anything's working right now. So my energy and like my motivation level is like very low. Unfortunately, it's really hard. I feel like the more I move, the more intense the nausea gets. And if you're like, what are we talking about, nausea? If you don't follow me on social media, I did announce that we are pregnant. I am 6 weeks pregnant. I did announce that, and I felt like I wanted to announce it early because we miscarried with our last baby at 3 months. And I felt like I wanted to celebrate this baby, whether it be 1 week old or 6 weeks old. So if you missed any of that, surprise. So I just wanted to hop on and say hi. I missed y'all. Hopefully after I see the doctor on Friday, we could kind of figure this out, because yeah, girls got a ton to do. So we can't start slowing down now. But like I told you guys in my post, I am trying to listen to my body this round, especially because of the miscarriage the previous time. So I'm trying to listen to my body and rest when I need to rest, and I've come to terms with like work can wait. And that is like the hardest thing for me to do. So thank you all so much for your support. Thank you guys so much for watching the older content, those mega videos I'm putting out with old, DIYs and stuff in them. I know you guys have probably seen them all before, but it means a lot to me to have your guys' support, all the sales that come through the website. I mean, that helps us as well. So thank you guys so much. I should be back with a new video. I'm going to try and come out with a thrift haul because yeah, girl needs to sell some stuff, and a new video on Saturday. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to check out the playlist down below, and all the links for the people I were inspired by will also be in the description box. Okay, bye my friends.